So if you're looking at the front of my house, it just looks like a normal detached house, but then you walk through my house into this lush tropical jungle garden, which is a bit unexpected. My name's Hannah, and I've got a collection of over 250 plants, which I keep in my exotic garden and indoor jungle here in the UK. So I've got around 150 indoor plants in my collection, and around 100 plants in my garden, so 250 in total. So when I first moved into the house, September 2017, the garden was basically a blank canvas. It was uneven, wonky, obviously unloved, there was no plants. I really wanted to create a jungle vibe in my garden, which would basically mean that I have to fill it with as many plants as possible. And I decided to create a paradise right here in my back garden. And after doing lots of online research on tropical plants and what I could put in the garden, I then realised that you could actually get quite a good selection of tropical plants that you could grow inside the home as well. I started renovating my garden around 3 years ago, and eventually I decided on a tropical theme. And I enjoyed caring for the tropical plants so much that I then wanted to carry the tropical theme into my house. And I think the first plant I bought for my house was a Maranta. And over the years I've just started collecting a lot more rare and uncommon varieties that you wouldn't really find in your local garden centre or any kind of local plant shops. So some of my indoor plants obviously much fussier than others, more high maintenance, drama queens. To keep the plants happy, I have got things like grow lights and humidifiers, because a lot of the plants are from lovely exotic places, and obviously here in the UK we haven't got the heat and the humidity of these lovely tropical countries. So over the years I've spent over £15,000 on my whole houseplant and tropical garden collection, and that includes renovating the garden from scratch. I'm very lucky in the fact that I've been gifted a lot of plants over the years. So the most I've ever spent on an individual houseplant is around £180. And that is a jewel alocasia from Borneo called Alocasia Mellow. I feel like my house is really unique in the sense that it's got a real tropical vibe inside and out. And I always get so many compliments from people that come around saying that it's almost like a retreat. I'd describe my house as unique, cosy, rustic and tropical. So I've put a lot of effort into the small details in my house and garden, and I really feel like it's the finishing touches that make the garden extra special. I am an artist as well, so I have created quite a few bits and pieces around my home and garden, such as the wooden signs in my garden and Tiki bar, and sculptures around the house, a few paintings here and there. I love to express myself with art, and I think that comes across in my home and garden. So I absolutely love visiting exotic places around the world, and I have used my trips to Costa Rica, the Caribbean, Bali and Miami as inspiration to create my own little paradise right here at home. So my garden's always been a work in progress. I've still got a few bits to finish up, like my nautical decking and a few finishing touches. But in regards to the tropical plants, as much as I would love to fit more plants in, I'm kind of at my maximum capacity. So there's only so much more I can do with my garden, because it's quite a small garden as well. I mean, the house and garden keeps me extremely busy, so I think my life would be quite boring without it, to be honest.